Speaker, sir, continue. With your permission, I stand to oppose the demands before the House and support the cut motions. Speaker, sir, I represent the Nuvem constituency. And in this constituency is proposed a waste treatment plant. When the proposal started, it was said that this plant would be primarily for the surrounding villages. But today it is reliably learned that this plant is meant not only for the surrounding villages, but also for the city of, or the taluka of Rdxgoa, for the city of Margaon, and the city of Kunkoli. I wonder whether it is the intention of this government to convert a prestigious industrial estate like the Verna industrial estate into a garbage estate. You will ask me why. Speaker, sir, Verna was selected as a consequence to trying to find a solution to the garbage problem that Rdxgoa Taluka or Rdxgoa constituency was facing. It is very convenient, Speaker, sir, to play football and shift the ball from Rdxgoa to Verna. I fail to understand what was the criteria in selecting this particular area. Point number one, Speaker, sir, the waste management authorities have in their possession just 50,000 square meters, whilst the plant is proposed over an area of 1 lakh square meters. Speaker, sir, past experience in Goa has taught us that treatment of garbage is not as simple as it may look. Speaker, sir, the negatives to an open as well as an in-vessel disposal or processing system are numerous. I will name just a few. Problem number one is leachate and its disposal. The leachate invariably seeps into the groundwater, polluting the water table. In turn, let us not forget this area is surrounded by villages. Though we may claim we have tap water all over, I think still, due to shortage of water, all the wells in the surrounding area which people use during emergencies will be polluted. Speaker, sir, I demand that the Honourable Minister, before he moves ahead with this particular plant at Verna, conducts a water audit below the existing Saligaon plant. Let him conduct this audit and tell us what is the quality of water that is available, because it is a known fact that the groundwater has been polluted. Speaker, sir, this seepage will not make the water unfit for not only make it unfit for human consumption, because of the formation of fecal coliform, but the presence of heavy metals would also lead to a much higher level of sickness and disease, especially for the growth and development of human beings. Speaker, sir, coming to the disposal of treated waste. As per the laws and various orders of the Supreme Court, Speaker, sir, we are constantly told that a landfill site is required in the vicinity of a garbage treatment plant. This means invariably treat the waste and then dispose it in landfill sites, which in turn, whether we like it or not, will leach, thus causing the entry of heavy metals again in the environment directly to plants, animals, and humans, of course. Speaker, sir, Verna Industrial Estate is known world over to house renowned pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities and units. The same and one of the main requirements for a pharma unit is a clean, pollution-free and ambient conditions. Speaker, sir, one constantly reads and learns of various delegations coming from all over the world to conduct audits of these units. Because Verna Industrial Estate is known to have units that export their manufactured products world over. I remember some years back, we even had the US FDA that came there. We even had the privilege of having ex-President Bill Clinton coming with a team to conduct a study on the facilities available at Verna Industrial Estate. As a consequence to it, I know that millions of dollars worth orders were placed and pharmaceutical products were taken to various parts of the world. These accredited agencies who undertake manufacturing audits will find the ambient air polluted on account of garbage, processing, flaring of biogas, etc., which consequences will be disastrous for the pharma units, would disturb the entire atmosphere around the place. Many units may have to shut shop, Speaker, sir, as a consequence of which there will be layoffs and there will be a lot of retrenchments. I therefore demand, Speaker, sir, a genuine EIA, Environment Impact Assessment, besides a social impact assessment, be conducted immediately. Speaker, sir, I know the Honourable Minister is going to stand up and say, we have conducted an environment impact assessment and the report is in our favour to set up the plant. But let me tell you, Speaker, sir, never have I heard that the consulting agency submits to its client, and in this case, client was Government of Goa, a draft environment impact assessment report. The government, the government that appointed them to conduct this study goes through this draft impact assessment report, makes necessary corrections. Sometimes they say encloses or includes suggestions made by various other agencies, sends it back to them, and they in turn resubmit it to the government. Speaker, sir, this seems a farce. And why do I say farce? Because the draft is sent to you for your approval. If it is genuine, they should have given the final report once and for all, Speaker, sir, and not submitted a draft assessment report. Speaker, sir, as I said earlier, Verna was selected as a consequence to the Marmagoa garbage problem. Speaker, sir, I would like to ask the Honourable Minister whether an NOC has been taken from the Airport Authority of India, because Verna Industrial Estate forms part of the funnel area. Speaker, sir, I would like to know whether in this environmental impact assessment report, the opinions, the suggestions of the various local bodies have been factored in. Speaker, sir, I would like to know who are the members of that Marmagoa committee, the committee that was formed to study the Marmagoa problem. Who are the members? What were their qualifications? Are they authorities in garbage treatment plant, or are they A, B, C, D just put together into a committee? Speaker, sir, having said it, I would also like to request the Honourable Minister that to preserve the sanctity of the pharma zone, people's health in the surrounding areas, protection of children and pediatric growth, conservation of the utility of the land mass, ensure that the required statutory processes are followed, even if unmandated. This area, if you go ahead with this project, will be forever degraded beyond reparation. I therefore appeal to you, let us not be rigid, let us conduct a thorough study, let us relook into this decision if required. I agree, we require a garbage treatment plant, but I would appeal to you, be sensitive, relook into the location, for which the people will be ever so grateful. Speaker, sir, coming to factories and boilers. Speaker, sir, the Factories and Boilers Authorities have empaneled or accredited various agencies like engineers, structural engineers, to conduct a structural audit of a factory premises. They have identified or empaneled doctors to conduct medical checkups and audits of the health of the employees of that factory. They have empaneled auditors to study the sound, lighting, and other safety factors within the factories. I fail to understand, Speaker, sir, whether Goa is privileged to have just a few persons who are fit and eligible to be empaneled as structural engineers, as doctors, as sound, lighting, and safety authorities. To me, Speaker, sir, it is a racket. The Honourable Minister would be doing a big favour to industry if he relooks into the charges that are being charged by these various agencies. They are fleecing the small-scale industrial unit. Trust me, I am telling you, look into it. Are you trying to tell us that the facilities of the government, the medical facilities of the government, are incompetent? They are not in a position to check on the medical health of the workers? Why should we go and pay thousands of rupees per worker with this particular doctor? Look into it and undo it. Don't give monopoly to these various agencies. Speaker, sir, we have in Goa the privilege of a renowned engineer, Shri Madhav Kamath. He is known across the country to build bridges, to build big structures. But believe me, his signature is not recognized by your department as a structural engineer. I think there is something drastically wrong, Speaker, sir. And therefore, I appeal to you, look into it. To me, it is a big, big racket. And this racket has to be you. I know you personally. And I believe you are competent and you are a strong man who can undo this if need be. Speaker, sir, I will come to the collectorate. There is a problem that I have, and I fail to understand why it is a problem. Speaker, sir, I have a case where a young girl of 3 years, born in an ST family, seeks an ST certificate because she wants to give it to the school